Welcome back to the show, Reds. The morning after the day before. If you could subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button and drop a like on the video. This is the Shankly Sessions. It's not so much a match reaction, maybe similar to the preview. There's not a whole lot really to say about the game. It kind of became a no contest once Maida was sent off for that nasty challenge on Mac. But thought I'd jump on and just round out the season with a bit of a match reaction, more so about, you know, Klopp's farewell and stuff like that. And it was a very tough day yesterday for everyone. I have to say, I was here yesterday and for about 2.5 hours I was in tears. I was pretty upset about things and stuff like that, you know, and it's a measure of the man really, that the moments that he gave us and all that kind of stuff, and so many memories to take away, you know. And it's tough, you know. And it was great to see him go out as well, you know, with his dignity intact and everything else and all, and you know how respectful he was. And he mentioned Arnie coming in and stuff like that, and so a new era begins. But it was still a tough one to take, and you know, to see Thiago leaving and Joel Matip leaving and all the various coaches and all, it really was quite the send-off. And quite a large hole now has been left at the club, you know. Thiago, what a fabulous player he is, and what a fabulous player he was. Unfortunately, just couldn't avoid these injuries that kept him out so much. But imagine if he had stayed fit, what a player and a legacy he would have created. Joel Matip as well, at times blighted by injury, but what a servant to the club. Absolutely fabulous, great send off. And then all the coaches, including, you know, Pep Linders heading off and all, and it was great to see him so emotional as well and up for it and stuff like that. He was kind of like Klopp part 2 really. And then Jurgen coming out, and you know, you got the feeling with Jurgen as well, he's quite a humble character as well. He doesn't necessarily want these, you know, these big huge kind of send-offs and stuff like that and all. He probably would have been quite happy to just head off, and to see Ola, his wife, so emotional yesterday as well. Ola was nice to see as well. She was kind of more emotional than he was, but I think he had been preparing himself for a while, and it was a strange one, because we wake up this morning now knowing that Arnie's on the way in, new era begins. Jurgen's gone. I will be doing a show with Dean. Dean's going to come on, and he's going to try and get one of his mates from Liverpool to come on as well. And we're going to do a Jurgen Klopp show. We're going to look back and talk about the moments and the goals and the celebrations. But the one thing that came through yesterday was, you know, how he galvanised the people of Liverpool, how he galvanised us as a fan base. You know, and those moments that brought us together. Key moments where we needed to come together to get through tough times and overcome adversity. The Barcelona game, to mention a few, and some of those crazy last minute winners, and you know how players like Divock Origi became legends of the club and stuff. Nice little bit of apple juice here today. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice reflecting on the presentation there and stuff like that, and it was lovely to see Kenny Dalglish and all there, and all the old legends and stuff like that. And then the videos from the parties last night and stuff like that, where he was up on stage with John Barnes rapping and dancing around, giving it loads. He really is one hell of a character. But you know, some of the stories, like Dino was telling me, some of the stories from some of the local lads over there in Formby and stuff like that, where Jurgen on his day off, he would go down to the local bowling club, lawn bowls and stuff like that, and he would be bowling there for hours with the older people and stuff like that, and sharing time with them, and going down to the pubs, the local pubs and all, to have a drink and stuff like that, and just be like me or you or anyone else around Liverpool. Even though he held such a position within the community and stuff like that, we heard him talk about having the key to the city and all, and you know what that might bring in years to come and all that kind of stuff and all. And then it was lovely to hear afterwards the likes of Pep Guardiola in his press conference, you know, who could get caught up in the emotion of 4 in a row, and how fabulous that City side have been, regardless of the charges pending and all that stuff. They still went out and did their business on the pitch, and what a wonderful team they are. but Pep to take that time and see how emotional he got as well about, you know, how Jurgen was his dance partner really and stuff like that, and now Mikel is the one who's going to step up into that fold potentially. And it was interesting to hear all that as well, you know. And it's mad, you know. It's yesterday was just, it was crazy. The crowd at Anfield did us proud. Sang from minute 1 to minute 90. You know, Gary O'Neill and the respect that he showed and all that kind of stuff, and his coaching staff. And hats off to the Wolves fans as well, who stepped back to see him off as well. You know, they didn't necessarily have to do that, but it shows the respect that, you know, even rival fans and other fans in the league and stuff like that had for Jurgen Klopp, and the void he's going to leave now in the league, being such a character and stuff like that, you know. And I thought that was a poignant moment as well, you know. To see all those videos and all Stevie talking about how he would give any amount of money to have played for him for a year and all that kind of stuff says a lot about him. You've seen Jamie Carragher yesterday as well, and how emotional it all gets. And, you know, to see Trent so upset, like, you know, he's been such a father figure for Trent. And, you know, they talked in the background as well about not only the players, but what he meant to the players' families as well. And you heard Trent talking about how he took Trent's family in as well, not just Trent and stuff like that and all, you know. So it was lovely to hear that kind of stuff, you know. You could see Virgil getting very emotional, a lot of the players and stuff like that getting very emotional, and you know, you could see even in the call outs at the end in the presentation what a lot of these coaches meant to these players as well. And it truly was the definition and epitome of family and all, you know. And I'm sure over the next few weeks and the next few months a lot of stuff is going to come out, a lot of conversations about this signing and that moment and this game and all that, and there'll be time for that. There's always time to reflect. But yeah, it's going to take a bit of time to get over this, and it's going to take a bit of time to adjust to the Arne Slot era beginning and stuff like that. In terms of the match, I thought we did what we had to do. We thought we created a lot of chances. The 2 goals, great to see my boy Kwanzaa. I'm such a fan of Jarell Kwanzaa. He's going to be such a star for Liverpool Football Club in the future. I was delighted to see him get that goal. Would have loved to see Joe Gomez get a goal, obviously, but it wasn't to be. But yeah, the game kind of, as a competitive situation, kind of pitted out really, and we knew that it wouldn't have been so much about the game, although we wanted to win it, and it was great getting a clean sheet as well to finish out the season. But it was never really about the game. It was always going to be about how we handled and composed ourselves for this farewell, which has been coming now since January. And a lot of people have been very cut up about this over the last few months, and especially in the last week or two now, where videos and interviews and everything have been coming out. It's been very tough on social media. Literally every second post I've seen in the last week to 2 weeks has all been about Jurgen and the moments and what he meant to us and all that kind of stuff. And it actually got to a stage where it was so upsetting that I actually had to start. Quiet, Coda. It became very upsetting, you know. So, and a lot of them I couldn't watch after a while, you know, because it was becoming too much, you know. But yeah, that's what it is, you know. It's just a quick video to jump on and obviously wish the gaffer all the best in what he's doing, and everything that he does going forward. No doubt anything that he gets involved in, he will be a huge success. Such a likeable character who galvanised the city as well as a club, and that's now the challenge for Arne Slot. How does Arne Slot now slot in there, to excuse the pun, and galvanise the city and get a movement behind him, similar to Jurgen. It'll be interesting to see what style he kind of has, and he seems a quite bubbly, outgoing kind of character and stuff like that, larger than life kind of guy. But it'll be interesting to see. So yeah, now we have to get behind Arne. Jurgen is sent to the past. So that's it, folks. Until next time, if you could subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button and drop a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. We will be bringing you content tonight. Don't forget 9 o'clock the Monday mashup with Mark. We're going to be talking about our team of the season, player, young player, worst signing, flop of the season, manager of the season. We'll be going through all that kind of good stuff. We'll also take a look back at the weekend and how it all flushed out. No doubt we'll be talking about Man City and about Arsenal and all that kind of stuff as well. So we would be delighted if you would join us for one last Monday mashup of the season as well. Thursday I'm going to be on with Darren as well for a cup final, FA Cup final preview. And on Tuesday we're going to be back with Pro Wrestling Weekly, and we're going to be talking about a number of things there as well, including the build up to King and Queen of the Ring. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. It's stellar here on the east coast of Ireland at the moment. Absolutely beautiful. It could be like Spain, to be honest. It's so nice. And this is basically my office for the day. Chat to you soon, folks. Take care. Up the Reds.